So, some of you have asked me to make a video about depression, how to heal depression. Now, before we start, I have to say I'm not a professional psychotherapist or something. I can only speak from my personal experiences because I know what depression is. I've been through it for a long time. And first of all, we have to know what depression is. I can only talk about the depression that I have experienced, and it feels like you're so intelligent that you can just see through the bullshit, and you just see that everyone is just pretending to be happy, but in reality everyone knows that it's just not worth it. Life is just not worth it. It's just from the beginning of the day till the moment you fall asleep, you're suffering. You're gonna die anyway. It's just and everyone who's smiling is just pretending. Everyone is secretly just trying to be better than the other one. Like the whole world is fake. Everything is just a business. And you're just so intelligent that you can see through the bullshit and you don't feel connected to anybody. The only reason why you want to stay is just because you don't want to hurt the people that claim to love you. That's like, and you cannot convince a depressed person to just not be depressed, because a depressed person knows that if you are intelligent, you're supposed to be depressed. Because it's just a logical conclusion. When you know what is going on, when you see what is going on, then how can you be happy? Right? So it's like nihilism. And there's like even a point in depression where you don't even want to fight the depression anymore, but somehow you cannot help but fighting it. You constantly try to do something, like watch videos. Maybe that video gives me a little high, maybe that joint gives me a little high, maybe that cigarette gives me a little high, but you know at the end of the day it's just worthless. And I can only talk about what helped me. Was just the realization that what I essentially am is something that is totally detached from the depression. And it's not a dissociation. In some of my earlier videos I had some comments where people thought that all I discovered was dissociation. Dissociation is something that it is a mental illness. So mental illness feels like suffering. It's like nothing feels real. But when you discover what is truly you, then everything feels more alive than ever. It's totally the opposite of dissociation. But we're still talking about a discovery of finding out who you are, which is something that is totally detached from the depression. Because what you are is the observer of the depression, and you cannot find the observer in the objective world. In one of my earlier videos, we had some sort of a practice on how to find that observer, how to find who you are. And it was simply feeling the hand. If you want to, you can do it right now. When you are feeling the hand, then it feels like that you are the one that's feeling the hand, because that's obvious. But then try to feel the one that is feeling the hand. And then the awareness just goes into nowhere. Because you are nowhere. You are not in a fixed position. You are not somewhere in a location. You're not located. That pure awareness is the thing, or the not thing, the ultimate subject that is aware of the depression but still detached from it. When you know that you are that doesn't make the depression go away immediately, but it allows you to meditate. Because when you think that you are a depressed person, you are identified as a depressed person, and you try to meditate your depression away, that doesn't work. But when you know that you are this observer, from this position, you can simply know that whatever feeling is coming up, whatever thought is going on, you don't have to care about those thoughts. Because the one that cares about those thoughts is another thought. So there's like a feeling, and depression is like a very unique feeling. You cannot even describe it to someone that was never truly depressed. Like depression. It's a hard thing. But it is still a sensation. You are aware of the depression sensation. And the thoughts and the negativity and the thought that says, I am too lazy, I can't do this, I am ugly, I am this, I am that. All the negative self-talk. You're simply aware of the negative self-talk. And you're just aware of it. And you don't have to do anything about it. Because the one that says, oh, I shouldn't have thought that, oh, I shouldn't have this, that's just another thought that you are aware of. So you can simply relax and just observe all the negativity that's going on without expecting anything. And what happens is, or what happened, is that you're like a snow globe. When that old energy, those unexpressed emotions are just there, and you didn't allow yourself as the body to express that. What happens is it's like this old emotion becomes like depressed, you know? So that's just old energy, and it's wild. It's like a storm inside of you. It's like you were shaking a snow globe for years or months. I don't know how long you have been shaking this snow globe, but there's just like a snowstorm. But when you're aware that you are the awareness that is not really attached to what is going on, it's just the observer of it, what happens is that you can simply watch the storm. And you no longer feel the personal need to do something about it, because the personal need is also something that you're watching. It's part of the snowstorm. And what happens is that you stop shaking the snow globe, and all the storm is settling slowly. And there's like clarity. So you're still the same person. You still know that people are pretending, but you don't care anymore. It's not personal anymore. It's just clear seeing, and you can find your own enjoyment in yourself without being attached to external validation or external circumstances that allow you to feel good. Because when you're depressed, you're holding on to a belief that says life is meaningless. It's like nihilism. But when you're letting that, when you stop shaking that snow globe and you let that snow settle, then you even let go of the belief that says that life is meaningless. Like there's not even a belief anymore. It's just isness. It's just how it is, and you're calm, and you're content. But there's not a reason why you are content. You simply are content because that's the essence of your being. The essence of your being is peace. And that's basically just instruction on how to meditate, because real meditation can bring you out of depression. Meditation has saved lives. I have a friend, she's a bit depressed sometimes, and I told her, if you would simply meditate, you would feel better. But she said, no, never in my life, I will never meditate. And I'm like, okay. I cannot force her. But I can only speak from my personal experience. That meditation was the only thing that not just brought me out of depression, but even brought me into a state of bliss. Like, life is amazing. And people ask me, why is life amazing? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just amazing. It's just, sometimes it's, sometimes it's, but really, meditation is it lets your eyes see the beauty of God. Like, this is the isness. Wherever you're looking at, that's creation, and creation is not separate from God. And you're like, people are acting very weird, but that's just the primordial force that forces all the seeming separate forces to be the way they are, and they are the way they are right now. So I'm just looking at God. But if you're only seeing the separation of things, then you're seeing crazy stuff. But if you see the unity of things, then it's like, it's funny. But I know that restlessness, depression, mental illness is a heavy thing. And as I said, I'm not a professional, but whatever helps, helps. So if it helps, then it's good. And I think I'm gonna stop at this point. If it helped, leave a like so that other people can also see this video. If it helped, leave a comment, subscribe, and have a great day.